Hey guys, it's Aggie K, Wealth Therapist on this Au Naturel Friday, Makeup Free Friday. Oh, look, I still have not cleaned that schmutz on the wall for my kids. How are you guys? I'm hopping on today to talk about what is enough mindset work to create a shift. Is that what I put? I don't even remember what I put in the thing. I think that's what I put. What is enough mindset work to make an income shift, to make the kind of shift that's going to give you a result? And I'm talking about this because I was doing my own mindset work today, and I wanted to share some of the insights from that with you guys. Because people always want to know what's the mindset work that mindset coaches do, right? And the kind of like standard, I wouldn't say it's a gold standard because at this point it's kind of like pretty mainstream, but it's, the standards people say journaling, tapping, meditating. So how much mindset work is enough? To me, the quality of the mindset work is more important than how much you do of it. So I'm trying to move this away from the schmutz on the wall because it's gross. Nope, can't. Oh, there we go. No, okay. So the quality of the mindset work is more important than how much of it you're doing. However, it's probably not enough. Most people don't have the attention span to do a lot at a time. They don't have the attention span. They don't have the lifestyle. They have a bunch of other responsibilities. And they get distracted, right? So focus is a big piece in mindset work, like increasing that focus as much as possible. And at this point in my mindset journey with myself, focus is a big piece for me. So I know that if I'm starting to look for something that I think is going to take care of how I'm feeling quickly, and this could be like business, right? One of my mentors always says, don't try and fill your deeper needs with an urgent want, right? Don't be looking to fill that deeper need with a surface level want. I want more traffic. I want better marketing. I want to figure out how to position myself. And you kind of ignore the deeper want. Like all those things might be true. However, if there's a deeper, for me, the way mindset works, the way it works and the way it actually works to create a result is I take a look at the deeper need going on. Like if there's no deeper need, or I'm not sensing something like brewing inside, and you have to have develop a sensitivity to your own shifts and to your own emotions and to your own, and you're following your thoughts enough to be able to call yourself out and say something doesn't feel right. I was in the flow. I was making good money, and then something happened, and then something shifted and I stopped being in the flow. Or, it's been really dry for a month and I can't seem to get back in the flow and I don't know what's going on. And then you start building up these doubtful thoughts, and because it's a default, you can miss it, right? Unless somebody else is pointing it out to you, unless you're pointing it out to yourself, you can miss it. So you want to just turn up the volume on the internal dialogue and see what is going on there. You want to do some self-care so that you can relax enough to hear what's going on. And self-care is like that blanket term. It can mean anything. It can mean exercise. For me, it was exercise and a sushi lunch today. That's what I needed to get into a deeper feeling, to address some stuff. And you can start to be a detective for your resistance and see what's going on there. Hey, Deepa. Deepa, how are you? Thank you for always popping on my lives. You're the best. So it's really the quality of the mindset work versus how much of it you're doing. So if you're going to journal, really freaking go for it in the journaling. Have some really honest conversations with yourself. So if I the way I would sit down is we'll look at, okay, well, I'm feeling crunchy, or something's going on with my flow. And so I write down like, why am I not getting what I want right now? And then I'll write down all the reasons why. I'll just like do the dump, like just dump. And people often are like weary of, law of attraction, like stay positive all the time. But you have to address whatever is circulating. So go ahead and dump it so you can see what is circulating. And then you ask yourself, why am I choosing this? Why am I choosing this? Like immediately takes you out of victim mode. And you can be really convicted. And usually like the more resistance, the more convicted your ego is going to be about, the excuses as to why you're choosing to feel this way. Ultimately, that's what you're saying, right? Ultimately, what mindset work is, I am choosing to feel this. Like, what's the lesson here for me? What am I trying to learn here that I keep learning in this particular way? And it's oftentimes increasing your threshold for goodness. So I'm going to say that again. It's often increasing your threshold, your ability to hold goodness. How long can you hold that in your body? How long can you hold that in your mind? And increasing the amount that you can hold that. Like how long can you hold it? Because consistency is such an issue for people, right? To stay consistent with income, to stay consistent in feeling good, to stay consistently aware of your like ever-changing feelings, to stay consistently giving a damn about what's going on in your internal life, to stay consistently building your business, and to stay consistently asking for help, to stay consistently asking for support. All of that is like a full-time job to have this relationship with yourself, relationship with money, relationship with your business. And it is a lot of work, until it's your habit and you're ultimately used to prioritizing yourself in every way. It is a lot of work, pleasing that queen or king that you are. But that's the work of raising the bar. That's the mindset work of raising the bar, right? Is to consistently show up in those ways. So think about that, guys. Think about, not how much necessarily mindset work you're doing. Although the more mindset work you do, the better you are at doing mindset work, the faster you start figuring out what's going on, the faster you can nip it in the bud, the faster you can break through, release, and shift your income. And then there's like a point where you're just like saturated with mindset work and you need to like let go and go do something else while it shows up externally, right? The divine timing stuff. So, but what you want to be looking at is the quality of it, and your desire to do it and your desire to get in there and like fight for yourself and find out what's going on and give yourself what you want and admit to it and get honest. That's really the kind of mindset work you want to be doing. It isn't like just to, just to maintain, like it should be, and a lot of people say like, it needs to be fun. And, I've heard this a lot from people is like the law of attraction says like, if it doesn't feel good, it's a lie. And I'm like, yeah, but yes, to some degree, but that's assuming that like you've healed the shame. You've healed your childhood traumas. Like it's not all going to feel good when you're mourning and grieving your shitty childhood or your shitty money story. You know what I mean? And it needs to have a voice. It needs to have the opportunity to be heard by you so that you can create a different level of compassion so that you can start to change your self-esteem and self-worth story. You see what I'm saying? So that's my rant. That's my No Makeup Friday rant. On the type of mindset work that you need to break through your income level. Usually for me, it'll look like It's pretty like deep and cathartic. For me, that's how it shows up. It's not that way for everybody, but for me, it usually involves like some rounds of sobbing, some like real clearing out cathartic experience. And then I kind of get to like a neutral place where feel like I've let go and I'm fairly relaxed because I did all this catharsis. And it's just like layers of it, and that's how it works for me. And then I'll like go binge on a show for, a few days, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 whatever I'm asking for has shown up or more. But it's really like taking yourself away from the busy work. To me, I'm like, yes, you have to grow your business, and yes, like you have to do certain things business wise, strategy wise, positioning wise, all of that stuff, but no one else can do the mindset work for you. No one can do that work for you. Someone can set up a Facebook ad for you, but no one can do the mindset work that you feel like you're worthy of attracting an audience. You know what I mean? So, or that people care that you exist, or that people care about watching you. So you have to care about watching you. You have to give a shit. So this is the kind of stuff we dig into inside Permission to Prosper. And Early Bird is for one more week, I think. I'm going to do like another week-ish of Early Bird. So you want to hop on and join the amazing people that are already in there. And we're going to start the first week of September, deep dive stuff to get you through these motherload blocks. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Aggie K, Wealth Therapist. Oh, and next week I'm going to do a Subconscious Smackdown mini training, 5 days, 5 ways to unblock your biggest subcon blocks. Subcon for the win. Love you guys. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.